Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Allahumma zidna ilman nafi'an wa rizqan tayyiban wa amalan mutaqabbala. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. All praise due to Allah Rabbil Alamin for all His ni'mah. And may Allah Rabbul Alamin give us all the extra patience. Today we've been tested again. We should start at 11, now almost 12. Yeah? May Allah reward all of you for your patience. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam always remind his ummah to be the best. And the Prophet ﷺ was reminded by Allah how to become the best ummah. And Allah said, Kuntum khairu ummah ukhrijat linnas ta'muruna bil ma'ruf wa tanhawna 'anil munkar wa tu'minuna billah. To become the great ummah, you just have to try to have these three, fulfill these three categories. Number one, amal ma'ruf. You must be ready to take out the mission to call people to what is good. Reaching out, but it's not just good by just for yourself, but you have to reach out to others. The second thing, nahy 'anil munkar. While you are inviting people for what is right and what is good, you have to make them understand what is bad and what is wrong, so that they will stay away from the bad thing and they're trying to become a better person. And all this, the Prophet ﷺ was reminded by Allah that you should do everything guided by Iman. Whatever you do, the ending is to bring everybody back to Allah and the Prophet ﷺ. When we talk about Iman, all of us are aware the minimum article of faith is 6. These 6 are things that we must cover before we go further. What is lacking among the Ummah today, we fail even to cover the basic. But we are moving very far away from the basic. We're talking about Islam, we're talking about Iman, but not based on the 5 pillars and the 6 article of faith. May Allah Rabbul Alamin strengthen our Iman by giving us the right understanding about our ilm that we have been learning. The knowledge that we ask Allah Rabbul Alamin is ilmun nafi'. Knowledge that really can benefit us as an individual, our family members, our spouses. And we believe that when you have that tree, then you will realize that you are among the khairu ummah. We have guests who came, that's why we were stuck, because of our special guests came from US, revert, and they are here for some mission. They just came back from Christchurch, based in United States and Jeddah. We're sharing very important message that we have to reach out. And the majority of the people who claim to be a Christian, and to be a Christian, you must follow the religion of Abraham. And the religion of Abraham is the religion of Adam, the religion of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Brother Sam, who was a revert to, was telling me that when he started this mission, call people to peace. Of course, it's not easy, but he's trying his best to reach out to his fellow Christian people that he knew from before. And we say, inshallah, we will work closely together. That is part of our mission, to follow up the mission of all prophets, invite people back to Allah, because peace belongs to Allah. Allahumma anta salam wa minka salam. Whoever wants peace, you cannot get peace without going back to Allah. And Allah guides us in a very unique way. Anyhow, to the sisters and the brother, where should we be in today? On page? Anybody remember? You should be on page what today? Yeah? 7. Attaining the status of Shaheed or Shahida. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make many types of disaster the mean for granting some believer the status of Shaheed. Even though they do not die on the battlefield. And this is a good sign for everybody. Meaning, everybody will have the opportunity to die as a Shaheed or Shahida. Jabir bin Atiq reported that Prophet Muhammad said, Shuhada sab'atun siwal al-qadl fi sabilillah mad'un shahidun al-gharq shahid صاحب الذات الجنب شهيد مبتون شهيد حرق شهيد الذي يموت تحت الهدم شهيد والمرأة تموت بجمع شهيدة. In addition, the Prophet is telling us who are the shuhada. The shuhada are those who fight and was killed in the battlefield. Shahid are 7 types. He who died from a virus, plague. He who died from drowning, Shahid. He who died from pleurisy, Shahid. He who died from abdominal illness, Shahid. He who died from burning, Shahid. He who died under a collapsed building, Shahid. A woman who died with a child in her womb is Shahid. That means the baby is still alive. There are time. And the doctor will come and tell you, either one have to go. Either the baby or the mother. Sometimes a mother will say, do what you have to do. So now, her tawakkal is to the doctor who has specialized in this. She's not supposed to say, let me die. No. Killing yourself is haram. But she believes that Allah is the one who gives life. If Allah said, both will survive, both will survive. If Allah said, we're under the process of helping the mom and helping the child, one failed, that means she's ready. Remember, killing oneself, there's no shaheed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forbid anybody to commit suicide. But all this will happen according to the Qada of Allah Rabbul Alameen. It's not something that we plan, no. We don't plan. And the opportunity will open to us from time to time. Only we may not realize. The time for you to engage Now, when you talk about fi sabilillah in the battlefield, this battlefield only exists when the authority, the one who have the authority of the country, declare that this is the time for war, not just anybody. War, according to Islam, only must be declared by the authority. In the time of the Prophet, nobody can declare al-harb except Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Even the Muslim has been oppressed. The Muslims have been chased out from their own homeland. Even Ummah feels strongly we should fight back. Time to declare jihad for a holy war. When there's no instruction from Allah, there's no declaration. And the only one who can say it now is jihad. It's only Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the first battle for the Muslim is known as the battle of Badr. The battle of Badr is the first one. Follow up with the battle of Uhud. When the Prophet passed away, Abu Bakr was the Caliph of the Prophet, replacing the Prophet ﷺ as a leader of the Ummah. Nobody declared jihad except him. Even how the rest the Muslim are, nobody can declare. When Umar was the Caliph, only Umar can declare. Today, everybody declare jihad. That's why it become jihad. Yeah, because wrong person and confuse the public. Yeah. There are times even the Prophet said to the soldier who that you have left behind, he said, my elderly mother, my elderly parent, who is taking care of them? Nobody. I'm going out to fight for Allah. He said, go home. For you, because nobody is taking care of your parent, your jihad is serving your parent. You look at how the concept of jihad in Islam is not running away from your responsibility towards your parent. Your parent also have right upon you, they need you. But there are times when the Prophet wants every young man to go out. Then they must go out. They cannot give any excuses. In Surah At-Tawbah, there are 3 companions of the Prophet who was boycotted. Boycott by the Ummah. No salam, no greeting. Yeah. And nobody want to get close to them until their wife also boycott them, because the Prophet boycott them. Wa ala salasati. There's an ayat Allah talk about these 3 person. Then Allah later on forgive them. They have been participating in the early battlefield, only that battlefield, the battlefield of Tabuk. Tabuk is towards Jordan. Yeah, because the Roman has been very aggressive. They have to go and face the Roman soldiers. Then the 3 was boycotted for some time. No one offers salam. No one take them as friend anymore. Because when the jihad is very intense, when the Prophet said every healthy man must go, then you must go. No more excuses. Yeah. That is the dying for fi sabilillah. And that is the only death. You don't have to wash their body. You don't have to replace with kafan, how they were killed in the burial. You just bury them with the same dressing, the same clothes. No washing. Even prayer, if you don't want to pray, okay. But the Prophet sometimes will perform prayer. But even without prayer, yeah, to them, they are very special people. Allah Rabbul Alameen did ask us and tell us, after Ya ayyuhallazina amanu sta'inu bis sabri was salah, inna Allaha ma'as sabirin, wala taqulu liman yuqtalu fi sabilillahi amwatun bal ahya'un walakin la tashurun. In Surah Al-Baqarah, seek help through Allah with patience and salah. Yeah. Then Allah Rabbul Alameen said, I am very close for those who have sabr. Don't ever think that the people who die fighting, yeah, in the battlefield for the sake of Allah, they are dead. None of them die. They are alive in the sight of Allah. But you do not know. That's what Allah is telling us. The other type of shaheed, if you get the body, you have to wash them, kafan them, and do normal prayer. Yeah? That is the difference. But like what I said, sisters and the brother, the opportunity will come. So when you encounter this kind of situation, example, when the Prophet said, who died from drowning is shaheed. It's not that somebody is drowning, asking you for help, and you do not know how to swim, you go and jump into this. You are committing suicide. For him, he may die drowning because so happened that he know how to swim, but he got caught in a situation, maybe got cramped, the leg or anything got stuck somewhere, seeking for help. And we who do not know how to swim, we say, shaheed, if I die while drowning, I go and jump into the river, then you're going to die. That is committing suicide. Yeah? Because you only can help those who need your help and you know how to help them. I had this experience before. We were swimming in the sea, the sea in Penang, and suddenly the wave came and pushed some of the young brothers further out. They were asking for help. We were coming, said, we shouted, and you just relax, we are coming, just relax. Yeah? You know, people who is drowning, they do not know how to relax. Once you get close, they can hold you, they don't care about who you are, they are pushing you down, they want to come out, they want to survive. It's not easy to help those who are drowning because they think of themselves. So we have to go down, we have to kick him, and then we come back and inform the other group, we have to send something. So we send some, they call the bamboo. There was some bamboo, we push the bamboo out. Sometimes you must know how to help a person. You know? The same goes those who are dying because of fire burning. When there is a burning and you don't have water, you don't have anything, you don't just go and jump into the fire and become the barbecue there. No. You just have to wait for your fireman. Or if you have some experience, you know how to do things, then you can go in. You don't just do it blindly, you must have some knowledge and skill. Yeah. You remember there was cases in Indonesia about the tsunami, about the earthquake and also the tsunami. Then people was praying. So while they're praying, some are very, mashallah, the iman is strong, they keep on praying. Some, they just get out from the stuff and run out from the mosque. Now, which one do you think is following the sunnah? Now he is praying, and then the building is shaking. The imam also is shaking, and some ma'mum also, mashallah, istiqamah, and 3/4 have left. Islamically, when the situation like this, you can just leave. You have the right to leave. You can still pray later on. But somebody may have the wrong idea. What happened? Qimus salah. Tawakkal ala Allah. Sometimes we have the wrong understanding. Yeah. But only Allah knows the ending. Yeah. Are you killing yourself? Or you are trying your best? Yeah. All this, the Prophet ﷺ is telling us that there are ways that we can die as shaheed, as long as we still remember Allah when we are in that situation, and we still communicate with Allah, we pray, we still say La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. Yeah. But if you are not doing that, may Allah save us from a bad ending. Ameen. Rectification through striving and patience, subjecting the believers to disaster and affliction, is a task that purifies and rectifies them. For the believers, you are ready, but you are not there to ask for trial. You don't ask Allah, oh Allah, trial me, oh Allah, send this to me, oh Allah, I'm ready for this disease. And no, you don't do that. You always ask Allah to protect you, protect you, protect you. But when it comes, you just accept it, part of Qada and Qadr of Allah. This is similar to rectifying gold with extreme heat. During the battle of Uhud, the believers suffered great harm. But Allah indicates the great wisdom behind allowing this to happen. Of course, it's part of Qadr of Allah that it happened. Yeah. Allah said, وَلَا تَهِنُوا وَلَا تَحْزَنُوا أَنْتُمْ أَعْلَوْنَ إِن كُنْتُمْ مُؤْمِنِينَ إن يمسسكم قرح فقد مس القوم قرح مثله وتلك أيام نداولها بين الناس وليعلم الله الذين آمنوا ويتخذ منكم شهداء والله لا يحب الظالمين وليمحص الله الذين آمنوا يمحق الكافرين أم حسبتم أن تدخلوا الجنة ولما يعلم الله الذي جاهدوا منكم ويعلم الصابرين. In Surah Ali Imran verses 139 to 142. Do not falter nor grieve. Yeah. Do not feel bad or grieve, since you are the superior to your enemy. If you are true believers, when you have the right iman, there's nothing for you to worry and feel bad. Yeah? If a sore should afflict you, similar sores have afflicted others, your opposition party. We alternate such day of victory among the people, so that Allah may know who, those who are believe, and may accept shaheed from among you. Allah does not love the wrongdoer, and so that Allah may purify the believers and wipe out the disbelievers. Or do you think that you would enter Jannah? Now Allah is ending this ayah. Do you think that you would enter Jannah before Allah knows those among you who strive in His way, fi sabilillah, and those who are steadfast, those who are patient? Commenting on this ayah, Ibn Qayyim said Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alternate the day of victory among the people, and part of this also is the Qada of Allah. Allah can give us victory upon victory, it's up to Him. But He allowed that to happen. Even the Prophet was among them, it happened. Lesson learned when something happened, the Qada, when it happened, good or bad, we must learn. We must reflect and move on. Each group getting its appointed share. He ordained this defeat for the believers for the following possible reason. Number one, manifesting the truthfulness of their faith into actual existence, to see whether they are very sincere in engaging in all this jihad. Number two, allowing some of the believer to attain the rank of shahada that is beloved to him and beneficial to them. Yeah. Number three, rectifying and purifying them from sin through their repenting to Allah and seeking Allah's forgiveness for the sin that made their enemies' victory possible. What is the sin that the Muslims have done in Uhud? One of the sin is the Prophet have commanded a group of archers, don't ever come down from this hill. Whatever happened, don't leave your station. That is the command of the Prophet. But when the first round of battle, Khalid ibn Walid was leading from the enemy side, where Khalid was not yet a Muslim at that time. And he is known for his fighting strategy. He's very good. In the fighting strategy, he knows how to plan, how to attack, how to retreat. They failed. First round, they failed because the archer was behind the Muslim. Whoever come close, the archer will start shooting and kill a lot of the enemies among the mushrikeen. Then they left a lot of booties, spoil of wars. Yeah. And then some of them is trying to collect. Now some of the archer is looking, seeing the enemy is leaving, we can now come down and also get our shares. That is when Khalid saw the weaknesses of this group of archers. Then Khalid made a turn again. And that's when the Prophet was injured. Hamza was killed. And a lot of other Sahaba was killed in the battle of Uhud. Yeah. So don't underestimate the command of the Prophet. And don't try to value things according to you, because when the Prophet said, don't move from your station, don't move. Whatever happens, don't move. Because that is the command. وَمَا أَتَاكُمُ الرَّسُولُ فَخُذُوهُ وَمَا نَهَاكُمْ عَنْهُ فَانْتَهُوا. Allah said in Surah Hashr, whenever the Prophet commands you to do something, just do. When he forbids you, don't do. But today we know what the Prophet said no. But we always give excuses, but neighbor, friend, relative. Do you think they are going to help you when you die? Do you think they are going to wait for you? They want to give you shafa'ah? No. Prophet Muhammad is that one who's given shafa'ah. The only one who will call ummati, ummati, my follower is Prophet Muhammad. Not even other prophet. Other prophet will not call even their own people. They said nafsi, nafsi. Nobody is responsible to themselves. But our Prophet, Allah granted him shafa'ah, the intercession. Number 4, destroying the disbeliever eventually for their oppression and tyranny. We did not declare war. The Muslim never start any war. War was started by the enemy until Allah allowed the Muslim to defend themselves. Then that's how the Muslim engaged in the battlefield. Number 5, giving the believers chances to demonstrate striving and patience in adversity, which would not be possible if they are always victorious, so that no one would fight them. Also is a problem. If every time Allah gives you success, then you become too arrogant. There are times people say, we are the fighter, we are the one. No. We are winning because we are strong, we are powerful. No. In the battle of Hunain, Allah is telling us that when I call you to go into the battlefield, you just go. And you see, after you engage with the enemy, Allah sent angels coming down. Is Ramayt You thought that you are the one who throw your spear. No, it is the angel is coming, fighting along with you. But again, some people forgot. They say, see, oh, we are so strong, we are so smart. No, it's Allah's help. Sometimes when Allah show us something, it's not in our favor, but lesson learned. Don't be overconfident and be proud that you are the one who caused the winning. No, you are just there, part of Allah's Qadr. But Allah is the one who will give you the victory. That's why the Muslim, even in war, they have to pray. And there's one prayer called Salatul Khawf. That means Imam will lead the Ummah who is fighting, facing the enemy. The other party is going to pray. 1 rakat. Salatul Khawf, 1 rakat. We never faced that environment yet. The thing will come one day. And everybody have the right to participate when the need is there. Even the women have the right to participate. And the Prophet allowed. But they are there to help the wounded one. To look after those who are injured. Not really taking up arms and face the enemy. Because you need people. And until now, you see, the world have this kind of services. Any warfare, you have this special team. The emergency team, doctors, nurses. And normally, even the enemy won't come after you because the enemy may need you too. They help everybody who need help. Even the enemy is injured, and if they are taken as prisoner of war, then the nurses, the doctor have to help them. You have to feed them because they have surrendered to you, so you cannot torture them. You cannot oppress them anymore. One day, surrender, you treat them as prisoner of war with respect. The difference between the Muslim prisoner of war is we honor them as who they are. Only they are not fighting against us now. We have to feed them. We have to cover them. If they need medication or the medical care, we should offer them. And if we fail to even feed them, we must release them. Islamically, when you cannot feed them, you don't even have enough for your own soldier, then you must release them. And if they fight against you, then you engage again. Holy war in Islam is very noble. It's not to kill the innocent. It's not to kill the weak one. It's not to go and burn people's house. Anybody who went into their home, if they go into their house, they lock up themselves and they are not using that as a fortress to attack you, don't enter anymore. No kicking at their door and go into their house. You cannot do that. Anybody enter the temple, even if it's a temple, you cannot chase after them anymore. There is a limit in everything. The limit is part of Qada and Qadr of Allah Rabbul Alameen. Today the war knows no limit. They don't care. Children, elderly people, they just come in and they just shoot. Very strange. And then nobody say anything. The worst thing is, where is the peacemaker? Where is the UN? Where is NATO? Where is the media? It's like when they kill a fella, those elderly people who are not fighting against you, only you don't like they dress like a Muslim, you kill them. You suspect, you kill them. Astaghfirullah. That is not holy. That is tyrant. Only the Islamic jihad will uphold justice. When will be the real jihad? Wait until when petrol and gas is not coming out anymore. Know all this flying object. These are very destructive weapon who know no borders. They don't know where they are going. You just send, they will just go. But when the time comes, we are going to have the real war. It's force by force, the infantry war. Yeah. It's not like today, you just stay somewhere, you just press one button, one Scud is missile is launched, and 1,000 life is gone. Yeah. Let us end with this ayah al-hadith. Preserving hope and submission to Allah. If people are never afflicted in trial, they would develop pride and disdain. It's common. When you are always good, then you will become very ungrateful. Yeah? It's like our children always get the best, they don't know what is the best anymore. Little thing that you test them, they are going to scream, they are going to suffer. But all these are good for the believer. Disaster restrain their ego and put a limit to their pride. At the same time, disaster make them realize Allah's great power and maintain hope in His mercy and Allah's help. Allah said, "Ma asaba min musibatin fil ardi wala fi anfusikum illa fi kitabin min qabli an nabra'aha. Inna zalika 'ala Allah yasir. Liqay la ta'saw 'ala ma fatakum wala tafrahu bima atakum. Wallahu la yuhibbu kulla mukhtalin faqur." No disaster can ever befall the earth or your own self, but that it is inscribed in the register before we bring it into existence, part of Qada and Qadr, good or bad. That is surely easy for Allah. Know this in order not to despair over what has eluded you, nor exult in pride over what He hath given you. And Allah does not love any conceited and boastful person. Allah don't like people who are boastful, arrogant. He don't like. That's why when you look at any battlefield before the Prophet declare any jihad, the Prophet will give a sermon, the do and the don't. And it must be guided. Yeah. There was a time in one of the battle, we are not supposed to kill Muslim. And whoever makes shahada at that time, they should, ashhadu an la ilaha, you cannot kill them. And there was a time somebody killed him, another person, and the news came to the Prophet. The Prophet called this soldier and asked him, I heard that you killed somebody who made shahada. He said, yeah, but he do it to save his soul. Not true, not genuine. Because he lost the war. Now he just want to save his soul. He said, ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan. He's a hypocrite. That's why I killed him. The Prophet said, do you know what is in his heart? Who knows what is in his heart? You judge him based on what he declared, not what is in his heart. His heart, leave it to Allah. In the time of the Prophet, whoever want to participate with the Muslim, to engage in a battlefield, if his munafiqeen attitude appeared, and the Prophet are aware because Allah exposed them to Prophet Muhammad, and Prophet Muhammad will elect Huzaifa, one of the companions, who among the munafiqeen that Allah exposed to the Prophet whispered to Huzaifa. That's when Ummah became the Caliph. He said, if a Muslim who passed away, and Huzaifa is there, I will be there to perform the prayer. If not, I will not be there. Because Huzaifa was given the knowledge about the munafiqeen. And when you know the munafiqeen, then of course the Prophet will say, you don't have to follow us. Therefore, the Prophet are very aware about the munafiqeen, because they are the double sword kind of people, two faces. Now, this is very important for us to understand. But what Allah is telling us, that nothing will befall upon you or me except what is written in the Qada and Qadr. So when it happened, lesson learned, reflect, and move forward. Something bad, you try to rectify it, ask Allah for forgiveness, seek His guidance, and move on. You don't get upset. Why me? Don't use the word why me. Why me don't belong to the Muslim. This word don't belong to it. We just believe in Qadr Allah wa ma sha'a fa'al. Among us who are healthy, in the month of Ramadan become healthier. Among us who was healthy before Ramadan, when come to Ramadan, you are not healthier anymore. But your patience will be rewarded by Allah Rabbul Alameen. Why Allah make it happen? Only Allah knows. We don't know. But just have good thoughts. Husni zon billahi ta'ala. There's a lot of reward for all of us. That's all that I'd like to share with all of you, brothers and sisters. And before we end, I just want to quote something that we have been doing almost every night. When we are in the month of Ramadan. Because lately, they still have a lot of WhatsApp moving around, sharing. It's very important for us who believe in the Quran and Sunnah to have this understanding what make the people before us, the people of the book, turn astray. If you look at Surah Bani Israel, I want you all to just write it down so that you can refer to. Now, Surah Tawbah. Surah Tawbah is surah number 9, verses 31. Allah is telling us, اتخذوا أحبارهم ورهبانهم أربابا من دون الله. Allah start by saying, they. Who are they? The people who we call people of the book. Ahli Kitab. They have taken their scholars. Look at what Allah said. Ruhban, their scholar or monks. To us, we also have scholar and have imam. We also have Qada and have mufti. This is like the high ranking among the Ummah. As Lord, as Ilah beside Allah. When they do this, when this ayah was revealed, one of the people of the book who embraced Islam said to Prophet Muhammad, we never worship them. We don't worship our monk, our rabbi. We don't worship them. Then the Prophet said, but if they will say something that is not what was written in the book, if the book said A, they said A plus, do you all follow? Yes, we follow because they are our rabbi, they are our monk, they are our priest. That is the same like worshipping them. Meaning, their word is more powerful than what God said. That means the saying of the monk is more truth than the saying of the prophets. You understand what The ayah is showing us. This happened before us. Why Allah revealed this ayah? As a reflection, reminder, so that we will not repeat the same mistake. Remember the early ayah I quote always. وَمَا كَانَ لِمُؤْمِنٍ وَلَا مُؤْمِنَةٍ إِذَا قَضَى اللَّهُ وَرَسُولُهُ أَمْرًا أَنْ يَكُونَ لَهُمْ خِيَرَةٌ مِنْ أَمْرِهِمْ. It is not permissible for the believing male or female, when Allah and the Prophet decide something, they still have other ways of doing things. They still find excuses. Whoever do that, they disobey Allah and the Prophet. Now, these two things that I quote because of what is happening every night after we finish our prayer, before we rest, we saw a lot of messages coming through. Some asking for confirmation and so on. I just share with you. In the night of Ramadan, we are busy praying Qiyam Ramadan, known as Traweh to majority of us. How many methods the Prophet performed Qiyam? Many. As long as there are hadiths to support, and the hadith is Sahih, meaning the Prophet is showing us different options. This, go. But nobody have the right to say, only this. Nobody have the right. If you started to do that, you are following one sunnah, you go against another sunnah. It's an option. The Prophet showed us, even that recitation. The Prophet chose to recite in witr prayer, first raka'at, Sabbihis. Second raka'at, Quliyah, ayyuhal kafirin. Third raka'at, Qul huwallah, Qul a'udhu falaq, Qul a'udhu bin nas. This is the surah the Prophet recite. Can we recite other than that? Yeah. The Prophet said, recite anything that is easy for you. You can recite the first rakat, Qul huwallah, second rakat, Qul a'udhu falaq, third rakat, Qul a'udhu bin nas. No problem. As long as there's a surah. If you want to choose Sabbihis, go on. You cannot say, Sabbihis is correct, other surah not correct. Who gives you the right to do that? Scholars may have their own opinion. Remember, we are just scholars. We are not prophets. And Allah commands us to follow the Prophet. And the Prophet commands us to follow his way. And if he show you many ways, any way that is been performed by the Prophet is a sunnah khalas. Is that easy? Sometimes when people pass away, you want to make dua with your hand raised up. The Prophet does it. You want to make dua without raising up your hand, also is correct. The Prophet do that too. So there's no issue. It becomes issue when somebody is so fanatic. Now, let us go back to these ways. When you collect all the hadiths about Qiyamul Layl, Qiyamul Ramadan, or Tahajjud prayer, known to all of us, we are exposed to Qiyamul Layl and also Tahajjud, but we are not exposed to Qiyamul Ramadan, because Qiyam Ramadan to us is Tarawih. How did the Prophet perform? Number one, this is based on all the hadith that is authentic. He performed 13 rak'at. How the 13 one? Number one, he start with 2. Ba'd al-Isha, you must remember, Qiyamul Layl, I encountered an issue many years ago. They said, if you do more than 11 or 13, 13 still there is hadith. Yeah? Why the 13 comes in? The 13 plus the 2 rakat ba'd al-Isha. Because all these are night prayer. But some went to the extent night prayer included Isha prayer. So 4 Isha, 2 Ba'dal Isha, 6 already. So you have to plus how many more? If you have 13, how many more? 7. So 2, 2, 2, 2, 3 times, and with 1 witr. Of course, that one is wrong. Yeah? You cannot combine with fard. This is to do with the optional prayer. The 13 started because plus the optional after Isha. There is also another 13. Yeah. How the 13 is because end with 5 witr. Witr 5. 2, 2, 2, 2. And then witr 5. 13. If you look at witr itself, of course, witr can be performed 1 minimum and can perform 3 and 5. And you have the 11 raka'at performing 2, 2, 2, 2 for 5 times and with 1. And you have also 11 raka'at for 4 and with 3. You have 11 raka'at and you perform now 9 and 2. And you have 9 raka'at, you perform 7 and 2. And all the raka'at, when you come to sunnah, sometimes there's, there are other, even the 7 are prayed without sitting except on the 6th, then on the last one. We never tried this. If you try this, majority will leave you because they are not exposed to it. The 9 rak'at are prayed without sitting except on the 8th. That means 8 rak'at, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Continue. And then salam, the last one, 1. Yeah. Neither that we don't pray that way. So there are many ways for you to perform. Yeah. And if you find it so difficult, so confused, you don't have to do anything. So simple. Why are you going to argue and trying to judge people and say this? You commit sin by making the wrong comment and then accusing people wrong, not right. You're not sunnah. I'm the only sunnah. No. 2, 2, 2, 2 is a sunnah. 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 4 is a sunnah. Make it easy. When the Prophet have make it easy, you don't make it difficult. But being human again, we are very unique ummah. You know, we don't know what to do actually. So we just want to create more problem. And waste time discussing things that do not benefit any one of us. Let us focus on something that is more beneficial. You know, if somebody come to you and say, "No, what do you think? I'm so confused." And then, what did the Prophet say when you get confused? What did the Prophet say when you get confused? We were reciting this after Qiyam. The word start with da. Da ma yaribuk ila ma la yaribuk. Yeah. But again, how can you get confused when the hadith is clear? the 443 hadith exists. Don't try. The 4 actually is 2 plus 2. Who gave you no, that idea that 4 actually is 2? When you say 4 rakat Zohar, do you pray 2 and then 2? What are you talking about? You don't want to do 4? Go 2. No problem. There's no issue. But this year there are more issues and people are sharing, posting here and there. I get very confused. Why? How can we be confused when the dalil is there? Just because of scholarly. This scholar have her opinion. This scholar have their opinion. You know the strange thing, Imam Shafi'i have no comment about this. He just choose the 2 and 2 and with 1. But the Shafi'iyah have this comment. Not from Shafi'i, not from Muhammad bin Idris. He chose that. He now said others is not correct. But the followers, they dare to say, other than the 2 wrong. Now, you know how dangerous when you say that. You are telling us Prophet Muhammad is doing something wrong. Why there is a hadith that he said, rak'atain, masna, means 2. Why there is a hadith said 4, means 4. Is that difficult to understand? Can it be difficult? Yes, for those who don't want to follow. Who have their own mindset, it can be difficult. Tonight I will share another thing that is so difficult. I don't know why. I really don't know why. And they still argue unnecessary. I said, where are we going to put this hadith away? Can we say this hadith is not correct? Then we don't have to discuss. That I will share with those who are with us tonight, inshallah. If there's any question, we open for Q&A. Fatafaddal. Naam. Sis Anita. Yep.
Assalamualaikum, Ustaz.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I have 3 questions. I'll ask you one by one.
Okay.
The first question is regarding the night. How do you count the first night of Ramadan? Because we fasted on Monday, but in terms of the Islamic days, it starts on Sunday after Maghrib.
Yeah.
In the Maghrib, it starts on Sunday Maghrib. So do you count that as the first night of Ramadan or on Monday itself, the night? Monday night.
When you talk about Ramadan, when you talk about fasting, it started from Monday. But when you talk about the Qiyam, it started on Sunday night. True? Because the Qiyam related to Ramadan. So if you count Ramadan, you always count from Monday. First day of fasting, that is Monday. That's how you count.
Doesn't get it. But the thing is, how do we count the last 10 nights, 10 days of Ramadan? So do we count Sunday night as the first night, or you start on Monday?
Because when you look at night, you start from Sunday night. We talk about fasting, we talk about Monday. That means we are going to focus on Laylatul Qadr. And Laylatul Qadr talk about night, not about day. Fasting is only daytime, not night. You understand?
So Ustad, one sister asked me to ask you, so when is the last 10 nights? When does it, when does it
will
begin?
Start, the last 10 nights will start from the 19th of Ramadan Yeah, 19 fasting that night is considered starting from 20. Because the last night you don't have qiyam anymore.
Yeah.
The last night you have no qiyam anymore. So 19 night will be the first night of the 10 last night. Now.
Just to carry on from Anita's question. So today is the 17th day of fasting,
Right,
17th day,
okay.
but the 18th night you're saying.
No.
So
Oh yeah. No.
18th night. So tomorrow would be the 19th night.
19 night.
So Friday would be the 20th night. So
20th.
by right, I think all of us are asking that question, when do we begin
When to start the last 10 night?
The countdown. So we say Friday night, the 20th night. Friday night. Today is the 17th day of fasting.
So it's 18 night.
Yeah. So 19 tomorrow, Thursday,
20,
and Friday, 20th.
correct.
So we begin Friday.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Let us recite one dua because the rain. Allahumma sayyiban nafi'ah. Amin. Now, continue.
Okay. Okay. Second question. To start, in terms of niyat, is it only for Ramadan that we have to recite the niyat? Because normally when it's niyat, you don't have to utter it.
No recitation for niyat even in Ramadan.
Okay.
There's no recitation for
So
niyat.
because
Just you must have the intention, I'm going to fast.
so there's no
No recitation.
No recitation.
No, this nawaitu is not from the Prophet, neither is from the four Imam.
But I came upon one hadith stating that you must say it. If
No.
there's no,
You must have the intention.
as long as there's
You must
intention
make
to
your
fast.
intention.
Okay, so you
Making
don't need
intention is not saying no. I mean, do we have the intention to fast tomorrow? When you want to sleep tonight, do you have the intention to fast tomorrow? Of course. You also have the intention to wake up for sahur, of course. Only sometimes you miss sahur. Yeah, because too tired. No. So you may miss sahur, but you have the intention.
So it's valid.
Yes,
Is that-
it's valid.
Okay, third question, Ustaz. I cannot remember. There's the hadith about Prophet Isa alayhi salam. He will rule the world for 40 days or 40 years. Is that
Again,
Prophet Isa alayhi salam?
Prophet Isa,
Yeah. He will come back and rule.
and he will rule.
Rule. Is it for 40 years, 40 days? Because I came upon a hadith saying that is not hadith sahih. So, what is the actual hadith in terms of
How long?
when he comes back? How long? Yes.
The hadith, the general hadith that is sahih said 40.
40 days?
40.
Just 40.
Just word 40. So now people are arguing 40 days, 40 months, 40 years. Some will come say 40 months. All these are not from the hadith. Give you another example. When is Laylatul Qadr?
Last 10 nights.
The Prophet said, look, the last
Yes.
10 nights. That's what the Prophet said. But most of us are aiming for what night? The 27th night. When the Prophet don't fix, why do you fix it? Just example. You just believe that what the Prophet said and you try your best. Just try your best. Don't worry. So Isa, not Isa will rule, Mahdi will be the leader. Isa will be along with Mahdi. He's not coming back to be the ruler. His prophethood end when Muhammad ﷺ came. But he will help Mahdi to move on. That means his life will be 40. So people are asking, 40 days, 40 months, 40 years, Wallahu a'lam. Yeah? Okay?
Okay.
Now,
Ustaz, just again on the
Okay.
matter of the niyat, yeah. In Islam, the only 2 times you're required to lafaz, i.e., say it out, is during your Hajj and
Hajj.
Umrah, yeah. Only then,
Yeah.
yeah.
there is
Thank you.
a saying from Prophet. Yeah. Now,
Assalamualaikum Ustaz.
Salam rahmatullah.
Going back to this sharing during through WhatsApp and all that, I have here, it's a shared document, and this document was produced in 2007 by Al-Azhar University and UNICEF. As you know, UNICEF is a world body, looks out for the interests of the vulnerable people, including children. So this document is talking about children in Islam.
Children in Islam.
Yes.
Okay.
So with all the scholars from Al-Azhar.
Okay.
So they talk about protection of children in Islam, and this is one part here that talks about how corporal punishment. If you don't mind, I just want to read it out to you. All forms of corporal punishment should be avoided as a means of disciplining children. The children's parents, teachers, or employers should never resort to it. There are many alternative discipline methods. It also goes on to recognize modern educational studies have warned against the repercussions and negative effects of resorting to smacking as an educational method, because it would generate this desire to respond with violence. Studies have shown that most adults who resort to violence in disciplining children or in dealing with those who are weaker than them in general had themselves been victims of violence during childhood. And so we want to try and prevent the vicious cycle continuing. So a child, it might be physically punished, he is more likely to physically punish his child when he grows up. Yeah. It doesn't say anything about resorting to physical punishment as a last resort, and only then you can only beat on the legs, and it doesn't say any of that.
Yeah.
Can you help me reconcile with what we know?
Yes.
Thank you.
When we talk about educating children, the best one, of course, is to give them all the love, the care they need. No one is perfect. Everybody have their weaknesses and have their problem. Like what the Prophet said is very, very clear. He says, every child is born pure and clean and innocent. It is the parent who will mold them. Now they are starting to behave differently because they are picking up the behavior from the parent. How the father react when the father talk to the mother respond to the father, when the father talk to the friend, when the father talk to the brothers, and all this is being picked up by the younger one. That's why they start to have this behavior. They are representing us. It's true, if you are harsh on them, now you beat them, smack them, you can do that, you are the father. But you must remember, this thing will repeat. They pick it up, they thought that there is the only way to control and to discipline the children. But there's so many ways. Talk what the Prophet always want. You see, the Prophet is a man with a loving man. Never in the history of the Prophet you heard that he beat any of his children. No. Even the Prophet did allow you to use cane. The cane is not here to cane them, but just to warn them that you are serious now. They have, the time the Prophet, they used the word cane, but not to really punish the person yet. Now the Prophet sometimes have issue with his wives too. And that's why the Prophet was commanded by Allah, call all of them and have a meeting with them. Not to entertain the meeting is not to entertain their wish. No. The meeting is to tell them, what do you want from me? You want dunya, I will give you the dunya, and then I will leave all of you. If you want akhirah, then be with me. We know we are not prophet, example. I'm going further now because I think of something important. We are not prophet. Do you think we want to be with the prophet, if possible? Of course. How can Khadija qualify herself to be with the prophet in akhirah? She's not a prophet. She don't do da'wah like the prophet. The prophet is the one who go out with the knowledge she had to do da'wah. But she was supporting the prophet all the way. Never once she complained to him. Never once she looked down upon Prophet Muhammad. Anything the prophet needs, she just support. By supporting the awliya illah, you are with the awliya illah. Even you don't do a lot. Just example. You see? We try to do what the prophet sometimes have problem with what? Call them, and then they say, okay, we want Allah's blessing. Khalas. You want to do anything for Allah, just follow me. Never one the prophet wife said, I was beaten by the prophet. He smacked me. He humiliated me. None. To show how kind the prophet is. None of his children. Yeah. The only thing that she have done to Fatima, when she's not well, she's not happy with Fatima, she would turn his face away. Then Fatima approached him, he would turn his way. Then Fatima realized. But of course the hadith of the cane is there, but not to cane something. Even the wife that in the Quran said you can hit the wife. With what? With the size of a siwak. When siwak you hit, it's like a pencil, you know, a pencil. Do you really want to torture him? Abuse him? Injure her? You don't have the intention to injure her at all. Just maybe she's not paying attention to you. You need something, or you use your one of your finger. Huh? Listen, I'm talking to you. That's all. It's very true. If you are not careful, that's why bringing up children is really a test. If you have the patience, you see Allah will make your children more righteous. What you have to do that we fail to do today in bringing up children is to communicate, engage with them. We just want, listen. I said, do this. Now you ask yourself, do you listen when your father call you to do things? When you were young, you still have your own problem. When Allah call us to do things, do we listen and obey? No. But you must have patience. So beating them, smacking them, caning them is not the way. That's why they say we should avoid. But talk to them. If you fail to talk to them, maybe they are so immune with your word. Because you know, mother and father talk to children is different. No, we have a mindset already. Everything wrong, 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 wrong. But maybe what they think is right, but we cannot accept. So send them to the third party. Communicate. The best way to overcome or to discipline children is to communicate. Now,
So Ustaz, going back to the document, right? Is it okay for me to use this document, which has got quotations from the Quran, all the scholars from Al-Azhar, this is 10-year-old document, for me to go to persuade, do parenting talks, go and persuade authorities to act on people who are abusing their children and all that? Can I use this document?
why not? No problem. No
Thank
problem at all. Now, any last question from other sisters? None, alhamdulillah. Yeah. thing is getting cooler, yeah, alhamdulillah, because of the rain. And it caught me by surprise last night while I was trying to sleep. Then the echo, I said, wow, heavy, strong jinn is coming in. What happened? So we off it, we on the fan, and after some time we on again. We thought that maybe there's some problem, it will settle by itself. We on again. After 2 minutes, something is wrong with the aircon now. But Allah Kareem, yeah. Many things happen. We just have to have a lot of patience and have good thoughts. Yeah. People want to share anything, just listen. If they don't understand, we make them understand. If they still don't understand, we just pray for them. Yeah, leave them alone and pray for them. If not, Ramadan is a month for us to rest, so that our blood pressure will go down, less tension. If you keep on entertaining all these things, there's no end. This Ummah is having a problem. It's not the guidance is not there. It's not the hadith is not there, but some of them refuse to acknowledge. And this is something that I like to share in addition about what the guidance is there, we refuse to accept. That would be the tazkirah tonight. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.